Good, Good morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? Are we having our Easter this morning? I got a couple of more baskets that still work done. One's still in the refrigerator. But this one is for the show. And the other one's already so covered up with stuff and bugs, I don't even want to come out here. But just wanted to show you. Worse off is when you start ordering bulk items from Amazon. You don't even realize how big those things are, including a big bag of candy I didn't even realize. I didn't realize how big the candy was in the first place. And I like candy, but I get older, I'm getting slower on the things, and not much of a sugar fix. Speaking of which, I got the powders in bulk form as well, even though it's just a small box I got from Amazon. This was ginger ale packets. Not with sugar, diet. So I turned the smart water bottle into ginger ale. I suppose boss man upstairs can change it a lot better than I can. Change things, water into wine. Blech. You give the alcohol. I prefer dealing with other things than that. My question to myself, since it's about 2:32 in the morning West Coast time on a Sunday, the 20th of April, 2025, according to the calendars we've got, this is supposed to be Easter, Easter Sunday. And live streaming at this point for about an hour and a half, or it was actually since midnight. In Jerusalem, the Basilica out there is having their Easter services. It is rumored, or probably fact checked, that it was supposed to be the place where Christ died and buried. Have a complex out there in this day and age. But back then, it would have been a hill with wooden crosses on it and people hanging. Bad enough when I kept seeing the movie Spartacus, seeing how people were crucified all the damn time, and then some of the other religious shows, and then trying to understand how a person could slowly linger in life towards death on a cross. And it would take a long time. A very long time to die in it. It's terrifying, it's horrifying, and I'm disheartened. And I am waiting for a couple more hours to pass to where I'm going to be going outside to get some early morning pics on my phone of the sunrise we have out here in Antelope Valley, California. There are going to be people probably already getting up, getting ready, and they're going to be driving or walking, mostly driving up to a hill that we have, and to have sunrise services. I'm going to kill myself if I'm going to try that thing. I'm sorry, I'm on the lowlands. So I'll get the sunrise coming up. Won't be spectacular like everybody else's, but it'll be mine. My dog was waking me up this morning too, actually trying to keep me up this morning. She didn't want to go back to bed, but now she is. She's sleeping, thank God. Every night she goes through this. After around midnight and a little afterwards, she'll stress and run around. I mean, we'll get our business going. That's why I got my blue pads out there for her to do that. And she'll still be stressed out about it until I have to try to calm her down. Keep the cover on her, keep petting her and stroking her if I can. Till she settles down and sleeps, and maybe I'll get some sleep. But not today. Oh, not today. My clock's already set for a couple more hours from this time period. Then I should get up, get myself set up, go outside, and capture the morning. It is emotional on holidays like this. Easter is always a bit flattened for me. Compared with the birth of Christ, and then you got the death of Christ, and then the resurrection, and we're supposed to be jumping for joy. We'd be jumping for joy if we had the birth coming up, and then we're celebrating the birthday with hoopla. Anything and everything. Hoopla, hoopla, hoopla. We gotta celebrate Christmas. But when it comes down for the resurrection, it's like the most depressing holiday I've ever had to go through. Other than dealing with the anniversary of my family's birth and then their passing. That's even worse. But just going through Easter as a Christian, it's supposed to be meaningful. But but that being coming out of my throat, the frog. 1 second, I gotta get that frog out of my throat. Always having issues with that throat. Growing up as a kid, I'm dealing with traditions that go way back. Car trip to the Hollywood Bowl in Hollywood Hills, California. Seeing a lighted cross and sucking up on Hershey Kisses for energy. I remember doing videos like this a short time ago. And trying to explain to a certain reverend about what I was going through regarding Easter. As a kid, you're just going through the damn thing, but sometimes you think it's Christmas because there might be something a little special in there besides seeing hard-boiled eggs with your name on it. They didn't have the plastic at that time. Or just candy in it. Jelly beans, hollow chocolate, solid chocolate. Just something to liven and festen up. Just individual baskets that has our stuff in it. At one time, I actually had tickets to an amusement park. But after you grow older, it doesn't mean as much. You will still want to keep up with the religious aspects of it and the tradition. So, tradition for me is mark up the eggs with names on them. Get the dye job going. Put the eggs in the refrigerator, keep them there for a bit. And then before a while, you get a platter full going on. Grab a camera, take a picture of it. Put the eggs back in the refrigerator. This year it's plastic eggs filled with candy. Solid chocolates, or at least Reese's eggs. Oh yeah, the delayed Easter eggs are coming. I'm going to be having so much of a sugar fix. My blood sugar is going to go hell in a handbasket. But I'll eat them slowly. I like the peanut butter and chocolate combination. But the solid chocolate, they'll stay in the refrigerator for eternity. I don't get anything else. But is it Easter? Nah. Easter is usually what kind of importance we put into it. Try to dress up our best, go to the services, and try to act like we are belonging there when actually we're feeling uncomfortable. That was me feeling very uncomfortable about the whole thing and wondering, what the hell was I doing there in the first place? Oh, yeah. I was there for Easter services. Okay, what are we doing? Well, for some of us that hadn't had Holy Communion, have the wafer and the dab of grape juice. Yeah, they didn't do the wine. The church I used to go to a long time ago, it was always grape juice represented as wine. That's okay. I can deal with that. Or a piece of bread. Okay, no problem. It's Eucharist. So that's no problem. Uh, Listening to the songs, choir singing. Unless, of course, somebody joins up with the choir and sings there for a time. And I did that too with my brother. We did it for about a year. Maybe more of singing with the church choir. I figure it was Call of Duty. Something to get involved with, something to praise. And then politics happens, ego happens, and everything else goes hell in a handbasket, and then you're saying, bye bye. Not dealing with that one. So it really makes the place not feel welcome anymore. But even though the memories would linger and the physical structures of the church would change drastically inside and out, things change, and it still hurts like hell. But I still looked at it with memories I liked. And it still hurts like hell because I like the memories and it hurts. Only because I want to go back as a kid and deal with it all over again. But as an adult, I go back and I just don't see any familiar faces. Everything's changed new. And what I look for is continuity. When you do the traditions of holidays, you need continuity. You need to understand what the ritual is all about. You need to understand why you're doing it in the first place. Who and what are you honoring? I'm honoring those I've been with all my life. I've been with my mother and my brother all my life. And other family members, people I've come across and lost. Just never gets any easier. It gets harder to deal with mortality. It gets harder and harder to deal with the memories. I mean, I've had a lot of loved ones I still grieve with to this day. And speaking of which, yesterday was supposed to have been Saturday. The day before that was Friday. And when you get triggered as much as I do concerning about what things matter the most, it makes holidays like this harder and harder for me to deal with and cope with. This was one of those times. Because my family would be celebrating Easter at home mostly. Well, Ma got more ill and more bedridden. Dave and I were celebrating Easter at home. We did our traditions. We did our rituals. My brother would produce his famous, well, to him anyway, his famous potato salad that I had to be the test. I had to be the guinea pig in a taste. Sometimes I liked it a little stronger, sometimes a little sweeter. There was always a weird ass balance which just never quite hit. Some other people like saltier potato salad. David wanted sweet and tangy. He always did like using the Miracle Whip a lot, and Gouldens, and honey, and sugar. He was always balancing things out. I don't know how I can do that anymore. But I'll give it a shot afterwards in the summertime. What the hell? But as for ham, yeah, I got a little small chunk of ham still waiting to be sliced, diced, and used for breakfast. It's a lot of chop chop with the potatoes, turning them into hash browns again, or just fried potatoes. And just dealing with that. We'd get the honey baked ham from a honey baked store. That would last us maybe about 3 or 4 days, maybe longer than that we had, if we were not so hungry with it. Me and my brother were gluttons, pigs. But Ma was also part of it too. And the thing of it is, memories of families, memories of things, going to places, just to celebrate a holiday. I mean, you still go over to Honey Bake for a lot of holiday traditions. But for me and my family, it was always the ham and potato salad, and I screwed up the potato salad. I ate all of store bought. But looking at what's been happening these days and fearing the future, and I fear the future. I don't know what I can do. There's a lot of changes out there. There's a lot of extreme feelings, events happening there. Let's just say they're challenging me in different ways that I didn't expect and didn't want to expect and didn't want to get through, but I have to deal with it anyway. Financial one's major one. Major, major. And possibly, potentially threatening my freedom and everything else I have. What scares the hell out of me is when I'm starting to understand a few people, or those who've actually passed on, that actually fit along these thought patterns that death is the only release from every problem you got. I think it makes more worse ones. I always kept thinking there was something here I just had to keep focusing on that would not put me in that kind of trouble. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe hope and faith. Maybe I've lost that and just don't want more of it. I don't air my dirty laundry like that out all that often. Rare it is. But in certain circumstances, yeah. It means I'm going to be owing a hell of a lot of people in a debt that I still can't pay off. I still have to pray about it and find wisdom and know the directions I have to go through. Again, on a day like this, I'm worrying about that. I'm worrying about freedom being lost, curtailed, and lied to and lied about. I'm seeing people protesting left and right on how they're getting challenged by letters. Letters telling them that they're no longer fit to live in the United States. Get the hell out. Or else, that's it. Leave or else. Even for those who've got birth certificates, passports, IDs, certified docs to show the world, yes, I live here. And then we hear oh, I'm sorry, we're having technical difficulty. We just sold 500,000 letters to 500,000 people to scare the crap out of them. And don't take it too harshly if you don't see anybody coming over to your door and hauling your ass out of here because you're not an American, even though you can show every bit of record of it. The scariest damn thing is when I got screwed up Congress trying to really terrify people about if they believe here, if they belong here, if they live here, if they're born here. And even if they're born here, are they supposed to be born here? I'm going to have a Congress, I'm going to have a government system that's going to be telling me, am I supposed to be living here at all? Even though I was born here, I got family here, I got lineage here. Now I got to deal with one of the holiest holidays for the Christians to survive through. With all this crap hanging on me. On a Sunday, for Pete's sake. It was horrifying seeing that throughout the years we saw weather patterns and earthquakes tearing apart Christmas for a lot of people. Different states, countries. Mother Nature strikes and strikes at your holiday. It doesn't make the holiday feel very joyous or celebratory. No. We make sure that the holiday is going to be miserable as hell. I thought death holidays were like that. When you're celebrating someone's passing, how do you do it? You mourn the crap out of them. You cry your eyeballs out. You find something of them that you can memorialize or something. I don't get it. And then you got Mother Nature screwing that up left and right. Or worse, war. Try this one. Putin decided he's going to keep Easter, the celebration of Easter, as no fire day. Basically, cease hostilities for that day. Nice gesture. If someone else is going to follow the thing, there's not going to be any religious bombings anywhere else or any explosions. Do we have anything dramatic we got to look forward to in Easter? People will be screaming and yelling that Christianity is under attack. No, human beings under attack. Your just mental faculties are just gone shot to hell. That's about it. What else you want? You can't say that about us. Yeah, I can say that because I'm saying it right now. I'm seeing it. We have pastors and preachers out there of religious community kept trying to tell their flock what their faith and their tradition is supposed to mean. And yet somehow somebody gets that screwed up in their head, and then we got death happening afterwards. Shootings, bombings, God knows what else. Stabbings. And then politicians tried to make a big deal about the damn thing. Yeah, it just kind of makes me chagrin about things. I'm just jaundiced. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the mood like something bad was going to happen, or it's just not worth it. And yet I have to keep up with the traditions. I got to keep up with the things that supposedly have this holiday mean something, some way, somehow, and I'm supposed to feel like it's supposed to be important. In Christianity, in different sects of it, of different aspects of it, we're thinking about how Christ affects our livelihood with everything. How some people want to be dealing with the religious aspect so they can be egomaniacs and control people, saying, I am a follower of Christ, and therefore you're going to do what I say, otherwise I'm going to rain holy hell on you. It'll be sanctified. It'll be. And I'm thinking of shit. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Damn ego. Somebody get a pin and pop his head. All that damn gas coming out of him. And maybe he'll be deflating into a damn regular human being again, without the fucking ego again. I can't stand that sometimes. I can't stand that sometimes in holiday seasons. People get so damn full of themselves. It's like you need to get a pin to pop their damn heads and just let all the damn gas come out of it. I'm saying it proverbially. I'm not saying actually. But if we actually did see someone's head filling up with a hell of a lot of gaslighting here, maybe there'll be a proverbial pin in there just to pop the head and watch the thing go boom, explode. Pieces of balloon flying all over the place. And then you see right in what's remaining is a person with his head intact. It's like, what happened? Well, you blew up your head. That's what you did. You blew it up with a hell of a lot of gas nonsense, and somebody had to put a pin to you and deflated you or popped all the crap out so you turn into be a regular human being again. How do you feel? Exactly. It's a scary thing these days. I wanted to make sure that Easter was going to be feeling like Easter, but the thing is that it always suppresses me. It's not the celebration of Christ rising from the dead. It's the in-between that just drives me crazy because we mourn the day that he gets crucified, Gets his ass kicked by people laughing and screaming and joking and thinking of having a nice Roman holiday over the damn crap. You just want to kick the crap out of him for that one. And then they march over, and the people who really care about him are crying in the background because they don't want anybody else to know about. Hey, they're followers, they're family. Let's ridicule the crap out of them. It's no wonder you so wanted to have somebody taking a baseball bat to their heads and say, "Leave it alone, assholes. We're grieving here. You want to deal with me? I got a lot of anger issues right now." Holy crap! What is with us? In the background, I'm hearing cars alarm going off. Not on the property, but somewhere else. Am I getting too old for this? Every year it gets harder and harder to deal with, especially when you lose people around the holiday season, or even not even during the holiday season. The memories and the feelings and triggers just makes this holiday more and more depressing as hell. That's how I'm feeling this year for the Easter. I was supposed to be celebrating Christ being risen. Well, in a couple of hours, if I happen to stay up long enough without trying to kill my body and my brain, without going stroke out, maybe I'll get some pictures of the sunrise and just praise God, thank Him for it, and then just go back to bed and sleep the whole day off. I still had the Easter eggs. I still had about 6 hard boiled, probably during an egg salad sandwich. Or do the rest of the eggs I've got. Maybe 3 more for hard boiled and then deal with that. I'll probably do that. Be about 9 eggs hard boiled. Without the decorations. That way I'll probably have some eggs and ham for breakfast. I still gotta fix the damn potatoes. If that wasn't bad enough, I got Easter candy still taking up room in the damn refrigerator. There goes my blood sugar. And that being said,